sin has to be revealed. The person that wreaks the most havoc on the earth, the person that destroys everything he touches, has to be revealed. Somebody got to point him out. We know who it is. Somebody got to point him out.
The person that calls everybody else savages.
Right. Who you say it is?
White people.
Yeah, all praises. Bring it out.
All right, so first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. That's Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, in the name of the Son Yahushai, who y'all ignorantly call Jesus Christ, right? Who is the Savior of the nation of Israel, right? Not the nation of Israel that's over there in the Fertile Crescent right now, right? We're not talking about the landmass. We're talking about the people, right? We're talking about the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the people that's on this sign right here, right? Those are the chosen people of God, who we know today, right? These are the chosen people of God, right? It's all right about that sign, forget it, right? But, and we are here to tell you, we are the angels of Yahweh, right? We are here to tell you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that it's time to leave the world behind, man.
That's right.
It's time to leave the world behind. Yeah, we're not talking about the movie on Netflix, but we gonna reference the movie on Netflix because that movie was put out to show you what times that you living in, man. So like, let me get the book of, you got a precept already? All right, bring it up.
This is Jeremiah 23:7. Therefore, behold, the days to come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord delivereth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Right, so they're not going to be talking about how the Lord brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Because right now, that's the talk. You got all these movies on Moses, you know, they got Exodus, God, and Kings. They got the animated movie, what is it, The Prince of Egypt, that they play on Disney Channel and all that. But that's not what we're going to be talking about in these last days. Hey, bro, what's your nationality? With the hat on.
Brother,
With the glasses on. You see that?
bring that up. Verse 8, but the Lord
What's
liveth.
your nationality? What's your nationality?
I'm Iranian.
You what?
Iran.
Huh?
Iran.
Iran? Okay, so how do you feel about what's going on in Gaza right now? See, no comment. Right? No comment, right?
He killed me.
Right, exactly. Right, bring that up.
Verse 8, but the Lord liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country.
Right, out of the north country, which is what? Babylon the Great, which is America. This is the north country, right? This is the daughter of Babylon, the wicked nation. Let me get Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4, Baba Gashah. Start at verse 3. Right, this is the north country, right? And the Lord has a plan for this north country. The Lord has a plan for America, right? And that plan is to destroy this wicked-ass nation off the face of the earth, man. You know how you peel your scab off of your skin? Because you tired of looking at it? That's how the Lord finna do to America.
That's right.
The Lord finna peel the scab off of the face of the earth, man.
That's right.
And people are never going to live here again. Bring that up.
Revelations.
Yeah, 18 to 4.
This is Revelations 18. I'm going to start at verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right, and every nation drinks of the wine of the wrath of America's fornication.
Right.
That's why you got Iranians walking up and down the street in America, right? That's why you got Chinese people out here. You know, that's why you have, who else? Elamites, East Indians, you know, owning wing stops and working at Popeyes and all of that, knowing nothing about frying no damn chicken, right? You got the Arabs and all of them. They all drinking from the wrath of the fornication. You got the Chinese man celebrating Christmas, right? Where's the year of the dragon and the year of the rat? Where is that at? Right? They let go of all of that. They wearing suits and tuxedos now. They all drinking from the wine of the white man and the philosophies of the white man. Right? Keep going.
And the kings of the earth have committed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Right? And the kings of the earth have been rich off the abundance of America's delicacies, man. Right? Hey, starting off with the transatlantic slave trade. Right? The transatlantic slave trade, that's how all of these merchants got rich in America in the first place. Off the backs of the blacks, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child. Right? And when these white people hear that, they kind of turn their face up. But you know how you got your riches. You know how you walking up and down on stolen land off the backs of the slaves. Right? Keep going.
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
Wait, what the Lord say?
Come out of her, my people.
Hey, it's time to come out of America, man. Not
right.
physically pack your bags and leave America.
That's right.
But take your mind state out of making it work in this country, man. Stop trying to be the next biggest rapper, man. Stop trying to be the next Rod Wave. You know, you got brothers in the truth trying to be Rod Wave and shit. It's not that time, bro. It's not that time to be Drake. It's not that time to be Kid Cudi and all these other niggas that the Lord then put on high just to be destroyed, man. You know, just to be a stumbling block for the people, for the smaller Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Cause that's all they doing. If they making you want to be like them, then they're doing their job. Because that's what they put on that pedestal for. The Jewish man, he promotes all the things that's in the music industry through the violence. You know, they put them chains on them. You know, have them blinged out. Have them all icy and all that. Half of that, it'll be real diamonds. It probably be moissanites, right? It probably be moissanites, lab diamonds, you know, fake jewelry and all that. But it's up to promote that image, so the people that's at the bottom can look up to those same people and want to be like that and continue those things which they talk about in the music. You gonna have the women shaking their ass. You got hoes in the house, like Meg and damn Cardi talking about. And then you got niggas like Lil Baby. They talk about, you know, selling drugs and all of that, and killing your own people. And that's what they promote. It's time to come out of these lifestyles. It's time to come out of these mind states that we in.
That's
because
right.
This place is gonna be destroyed. And if you live in according to the ways of this world, you're gonna be destroyed along with it. Bring that up.
And I heard another voice from the heavens saying, "Come out of her, my people,
Right?
that ye be not partakers of her sin,
That we be not partakers of her sins, and what else?
and that ye receive not of her plague."
Right? And that we receive not of the plagues that's going to come upon Babylon the Great, which is America, man. Right? Let me get the book of Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 22. Because it's the sound of battle in the land. Right? It's the sound of war. Every movie that they've been dropping this year got something to do about war. Got something to do about World War III.
That's
got
right.
something to do about these last days. When is y'all gonna wake up to understand what's happening in the earth and the spirit that the Lord got upon Babylon the Great, which is America?
That's
When
right.
is y'all gonna wake up and realize that, man? You know, y'all just cool as long as y'all can go to Fields Coffee, as long as y'all can go sit and eat at Giordano's. Y'all think everything is cool. But the whole time the Lord got a swift destruction coming to this land, man.
That's right.
Bring that up.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 22. With thee also will I break in
It's like it 50 and 22, my bad. Sound of battle, right?
Yeah. This is Jeremiah 50.
Like it. Hey, sis, you believe in the Bible? With the umbrella, you believe in the Bible, sis? Not necessarily. What do you believe in? Huh? The spirit of what?
Spirituality.
Oh, spirituality? Let me get Romans 7 and 12. Right, do you know what's spiritual? 7 and 14, my bad. Do you know what's spiritual? Well, how do we know that we're spiritual beings? Like, how do you deal with the spirit world and spirituality? What is your connection to that? Like, how do you get connected?
Spirituality and religion is layered. Religion is layered on top of spirituality.
Uh-huh.
You should be able to feel it within yourself.
Right.
Yourselves themselves
Uh-huh.
are spirits.
Right, and we don't deal with this is the clear. Us up here, we don't deal with religion. Right, our people, we are the Hebrew Israelites. Right, the people on this side, the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we God's chosen people. Right, we God's on this earth. Bring that out. We go to Romans spiritual. Romans 7 and 14.
This is Romans 7 and 14. For we know that the law is spiritual.
We know that what?
We know that the law is spiritual.
You know what law is talking about? Sis? The law of God. The law of God. Which is not really universal. It's universal for us. There are universal laws saying that a man not supposed to sleep with another man's wife. That's universal law. Because how can you be for the upliftment of your people if you sleeping with the next brother wife? You know, that's tearing your people down. That's breaking up a family, right? You can't. Another thing, a spiritual thing in the law. Okay, so spirituality would be taking care of your body, right?
That's
Your
why,
health and all of that.
that's why I said it's layered. Religion is layered on top of spirituality. It's
Right.
sold religion from spirituality.
Okay.
And in any religion book,
Uh-huh.
see, they try to fool you if you don't know yourself. You have to know yourself first. The spirit within the temple. That's why within that book, all of them, the says the body.
Yeah,
is
1
the
Corinthians
temple.
3:16. Right. Your body is the temple. That's what we finna pull up now. So knowing that your body is the temple, when you put the foul things in your body, is that why? You say you don't? Okay.
Those things have the same cellular makeup that we do.
So you said mostly fruit and vegetables. What about seafood? So you said mostly. That means you might eat some meat here
I'm
and there.
human,
Uh-huh.
and that means I'm not perfect. So I do the
Right,
different
right.
things.
I understand. So what does your diet consist of? Like, you say you do eat seafood?
98% fruit and vegetables.
Okay. Okay. Bring that out.
This is 1 Corinthians 3:16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
So just like you said, we the temple of God, right? Keep going.
and that it's like it, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
Right. So the Spirit of God dwells within us, right? That's also, how we get our power. Because in one day we're gonna have spiritual power, whether you believe it or not. You might say that sounds like some comic book stuff, huh?
You should. The cleaner you keep your temple,
Uh-huh.
the closer you should be to your house.
Right. Right. And we keep our temple clean by keeping away from defiled things. Right. So like you didn't kind of answer the question, but if you do eat seafood, with like considering like crab, shrimp, and lobster, you eat shrimp.
That's why I said 98%.
Uh-huh. So the Lord said that we gonna eat things that come out of the water that got fins and scales. So would you be willing to let go of shrimp?
Yeah.
Because it says it defiles the body. Let me get Leviticus 11 and 36. I think I'm on 36. Because it said all these things that he named in this particular chapter, he said they defile our body.
But see, that's why I said I'm not perfect. I don't think
Right.
any human being that could walk into this planet is perfect. So that may be my thing.
All these things defile a man. No, it said all these things defile a man. Right here, 44.
This is Leviticus 11:44. For I am the Lord your God.
Right.
Ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves,
Right. Sanctify yourself.
and ye shall be holy, for I am holy.
Right.
Neither shall ye defile yourselves
Neither shall you defile yourself, keep going.
with any manner of creeping thing
Right,
that
keep
creeper upon the earth.
Right.
For I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt.
Right. So that's the Lord. He just reminded us that He brought us up out of the land of Egypt. But we are not to defile ourselves with any creeping thing or with anything that comes out of the sea that doesn't have fins and scales. Right. Let me get Matthew 5 and 48.
Anything out there, it should only be fish.
Right. Fish. Right.
This
Keep
is
it reading.
this is Leviticus 11 and let me start at 9.
We start from that. All right,
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters.
Right.
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
Right.
10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas, in the rivers, of all the move in the water, and of the living thing which is in the waters,
Right.
they shall be abomination unto you.
Right.
They shall be even an abomination unto you.
Right.
Ye shall not eat, slaughter. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination.
Right. So it said we shall look at them and be like, we not dealing with that. That's something that can't be a part of our diet.
Yeah.
And you said we not perfect, which is right. We not perfect. We all done lived lives and we didn't know certain things, right? Matthew 5, you got Matthew 5:48. Yeah, Matthew 5:48. But the Lord told us, that we need to try to be perfect.
Yeah,
Just because we know we're not perfect, that don't mean give up. He said we should strive for it. Right. Bring that up.
This is Matthew 5 and 48. Be ye therefore perfect,
Right.
even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
Right, so the Lord told us to be perfect, even as He's perfect. Right, and that means perfect our relationship with Him. We perfect our relationship with Him by doing what He told us to do, basically. Eating what He told us to eat. Wearing what He told us to wear. We have certain laws as a people that we have to keep. Cause All right, so you may not believe that you're Israelite, right? So I'm gonna show you how we know that we are the Israelites. You would consider yourself a black woman, right? So-called black woman. Or what would you consider yourself?
I got enough sense to know that that's the title they gave me.
That's the title that they gave us. But
All
when you
praise.
fill out a job application, which one do you have to
mark
check?
that.
What do you mark?
I don't mark anything because I know I don't have to.
Okay,
That's the
okay.
title they gave me.
All right, so what do you believe that you are? Would you believe that we the same people though? Would you believe that? Did your ancestors come over here on slave ships?
I believe two things. Either I was brought here or I was already here.
Right.
Get out of here.
Right. But you know that you're not the white man, and you're not Arab, you're not Chinese, you know, you're not Indian. Huh? Huh?
I have the Eve gene. I'm about.
You have the Eve gene, okay. All right, bring this out in Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah.
37. Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment,
Right.
a proverb, and a byword.
Right, so these are all these labels that they put on us. They try to call you black, nigger, Afro-American, you know, ADOS, American descendant of slavery. All these different titles and labels that they put on us, they're not giving us our true nationality, which is the children of Israel. Right, keep going.
Among all nations,
Right.
whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Right, because these are curses in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15 all the way to 68. Those are curses that the Lord put on his chosen people. Right, and he said, let me get verse, what is that, 42? 46? Sign and a wonder? It might be 44. They shall be upon you for a sign and a wonder. Go right here, 46, yeah.
This is verse 46, chapter 28. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and a wonder, and upon the sea forever.
Right, so how do you know we standing in front of Boston Market right now? Because it says Boston Market, right? Same way the Lord said these curses will be on these people, that's how you're going to recognize who the people are in these last days, right? Because he said the curses will be on them for a sign, right? Same way this sign says Boston Market.
God, you know that you are God from himself. Why do you told you that?
Now you can believe, our people believe that they the chosen. They can believe that, but they won't have it. Let me get Romans 10 on. Romans 10 on. Because you can have a zeal, we naturally have a zeal of God. Have a wanting to serve God within us, have a wanting that we know we of a better standard than what we are. Right? But we don't have the knowledge that can actually get us to where we're supposed to be at with our
why we
relationship
don't
with
have
God.
that?
No, we don't have it.
Do you know why you don't have that?
Why don't we have it?
Because we're not tapped into what he gave us.
Right.
We went to sleep a long time ago.
Right.
And we haven't woke up and we don't have the unity together. Some of us are stronger than the others.
Right.
And we have the ability to wake the other ones up.
Sirach 17 and 11. But bring this out real quick.
You're stronger as a kid when you first get here.
Bring that out real quick.
This is Romans 10 and 1. Brethren, my heart desires in prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
Right, keep going.
For I bear them record that they have the zeal of God.
Right, so we have a zeal of God, a natural yearning to want to serve the Most High God. Right, keep going.
But not according to knowledge.
But not according to knowledge. That's why you got people in the churches, they dance and thinking they got the Holy Ghost. You don't really have the Holy Ghost, but the Holy Spirit really makes you do that. It's spiritual gifts that actually comes with the Holy Spirit that, you know, they don't really show in the churches. They speaking crazy languages, and all of that. That's not what speaking in tongues is, according to the Bible.
It's not in that book.
It's not in what book?
It's not in that book.
Are you
It's
sure?
encoded in you.
All right, so what is Black Heritage? What is our culture?
It's pre-encoded in you.
I got appreciate
That book was written for us. We were brought here in been disconnected
This-
from what
Hold on, listen to this.
This goes back into what you said. You said we fell away from what God really originally gave us, right?
Yes.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for the day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Right, so a falling away, that's us. What is it? What do you think that falling away means?
if
You said we were asleep.
if you was already encoded what you needed,
Uh-huh.
what do you think encoded means?
Encoded means there's something within you,
Exactly.
like in your genes.
Exactly.
Right. But I'm saying though, how do you know unless somebody tell you?
You know what a knowing is?
But I'm saying you could have that feeling that you missing something. Because every one of us had that feeling when we found out about the truth. We were searching and searching. We tried to be Muslims. We tried to be Christians. We tried to be atheists. We tried to
Right.
do all these different things.
That's right.
5%ers and all that.
That's
but
right.
we knew that wasn't the way.
When I say that book,
Let me get,
that book is a guide.
John 14 and 6.
Sometimes a book is a guide to something that's already there.
Uh-huh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You were given women to help support you, right?
You said we right, right.
Giving
Adam
women
and
to
Eve,
help
right.
support
I know what you're talking about.
And sometimes the woman is the support for things that you are missing. It's a scientific fact that women can see danger panoramically,
Uh-huh.
right? Which means we can see things that you won't see as a man. I'm
Okay,
telling
but
you,
what do you what
I'm
like where you
telling
going with that?
I'm going with it to
Are you saying that the woman is God?
I'm treading up you spiritually. Right? Y'all
I'm trying to
are
understand
supposed-
where you're
y'all-
going.
It's later. Spiritually, as a kid going to church, I was told something I wouldn't have no idea what it was. I'm just a kid going to church with my mother.
Right.
Churchly, religious woman.
Right.
I'm just going to church with my mother. To receive a message as a kid in the book, it says from the mouth of babes, right? Meaning
Yeah, from the
children
mouth of
know
babes.
they're closer to where we need to be. Because sometimes as adults, you get lost in the world, right?
And you feel with different philosophies and things.
Exactly.
You got it. That's why I say you can't put old wine in a new bottle.
Exactly.
Con.
So just as a kid, man in my business, at church with my mother, listening to the word,
Right.
I hear from inside of myself and externally, this is not the way. This is not what you think
And
it
that's
is.
what all the
What
brothers
is
up
the
here
way?
did.
Right.
Exactly. So I'm looking around at my mother first, because
Uh-huh.
you brought me here.
Right.
So do you hear what I hear? I'm looking at the people in the church.
They sleep.
Because they're sweet. As a kid, I'm already noticing there's things going on in this church that I don't even think is religious or churchly as a
Not
kid.
at all.
Not at all. So to hear a message like that as a kid, you're going to be thinking like, what is, of course I can't decipher the message. as
This
a
is John
kid.
14
Hold on,
and
listen to
6.
this real quick.
Jesus said unto him, I am the way, the
Right.
truth, and the life.
Right, so Jesus, the interpretation of Jesus that they have in the church is not the true biblical interpretation or the man that he was, how the scriptures say that he is.
I get
Right, he
that.
was an austere man, he was militant. Right, he wasn't sweet, he wasn't white first of all.
I know
You
that.
Yeah,
I've been-
he
I've
was
been
definitely
figuring that out.
he was definitely one of us. A man just like us. You know, woolly hair and skin of bronze. Yeah, that's my fault. Like, but he was definitely like one of us.
Right.
You know, if Jesus was here today, he'd be from the hood, as it says in the scriptures. Right.
Okay.
So he said he's the way, the truth, and the life. Right. They not following Jesus. You got they celebrate. Let me get Jeremiah 12 and 2. Right. They say they serve the Lord in the church, but they downstairs eating pork. They downstairs. They not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You got the pastor sleeping with the deacon wife. You got
Well,
the deacon,
I
you
didn't
know,
pick that
selling
from my
drugs and all
pastor.
that.
I figured, I understood that my pastor was probably good, but there was a lot of other people in the church that I didn't get that sense of. Now this is just me observing as a kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you got a lot of homosexuality going on in the church.
You got a whole lot
Pedophilia.
You know,
of
pedophilia, all of that.
You got a lot of
Let's bring that up.
This is Jeremiah 12 and 2. Thou hast planted them.
Right.
Yeah. They have taken root. They grow. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They bring forth fruit.
Right.
thou art near in their mouth,
Right, so it said the Lord is near in their mouth. They talk about God all the time, but what?
and far from their rings.
Right, and far from their reigns, meaning they doing,
They're
they
just
works,
false
they works
prophets.
don't. You can see God in a person by the works that they do. The Lord said, by their fruits you shall know them. Right, so if a brother is dealing with you in a good manner, hey, that's God in him, causing him to treat you like that. Right, that's the Lord in him. If he's trying to direct you on the right way, if the brother is trying to tell you like, don't eat this. This is bad for your body. Do this. If he's trying to point you back closer to God, that's God pointing at. Because God speaks through man, right? He speaks through man most of the time. So Salaki, that was it on that. Let me get Acts 17 and 35 on the side. Right. So like you said, we gotta strive. You said we not perfect. So at the things we didn't know, the Most High, he winked at. He winked at. He was like, okay, they don't know no better, right? But once you come into the knowledge of finally knowing the things that you should know, now, the Most High, now he rocking with you now, because now you keeping his commandments the way you're supposed to.
You're supposed to seek knowledge, and then you go by what you know.
Right.
The whole nothing that you don't know.
So like, drop that. Let me get Psalms 128. 111 and 2. Psalms 111 and 2. 111 and 2. Yeah, 111 and 2.
This is Psalms 111, verse 10.
Right.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Right, the fear of the Lord, you said wisdom and knowledge goes hand in hand. Right, so you said we're supposed to seek knowledge. We get that from fearing the Lord. Right, fearing the Lord is going to tell you how.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
Have all they that do his commandments. Now let me get Proverbs 1 and 7. Right, it says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. So once we start keeping the Lord's commandments, he's going to apply that knowledge upon us. He's going to give us everything that we've been searching for. Our nationality, our history, all the things. We come from the line of kings.
That's right.
We come from that. We come from words. They're trying to say that, try to butter us up, but we really do come from that. Right? We really are the people.
I'm actually they refuse to acknowledge that.
They content where they at.
Look for that. We really call them matrix.
Right, exactly.
The wrong part of the matrix.
That
movie was actually written by a black lady.
Yeah, and we talk about this all the time.
Matrix, the Terminator,
Right.
and I forgot the other part because she did 3 of them.
I think it's RoboCop.
Yeah, those movies are
They about us.
yeah,
Prophetic.
yeah. They about us, right? And they about prophecy as well. Like with
All
the
of
Terminator.
it is prophecy. Even the part, the oracle is about the women. It's our women. The whole thing is about us.
Okay, all right.
This is Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
It's the beginning of what?
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But the fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Right, but fools despise wisdom and destruction, right? A fool, you will be a fool. The Lord is calling us a fool if we go away from his wisdom and instruction. His instruction is his law. His law, statutes, and commandments. It's not just 10, it's 613 that we are to keep, right? And just because our people don't follow his law, that's why we have such a low state. That's why we don't know who we are. That's why we don't believe that we better than who we are, better than what we are. We take that wisdom, we keep from the crumbs of the slave master table still. Even though we ain't technically on the plantation, we on the plantation still. Right, we are. Right. The yokes not on our wrist and our neck, they on our brain now.
Con. That's right.
We got a precept bring it out.
This is Luke 21 and 15. For I will give you the mouth of wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
Right, so the Lord said he would give us a mouth of wisdom. Right, how do we get that wisdom? By keeping his commandments. By having fear of the fear of the Lord. By walking with him. Right? So
Our people only talk to the Lord when they need him to get out of something.
right.
Right.
Let me get Luke 6 and 46. When they need him to get them out of something. That's exactly it. And you saw them hypocrites feel like that. That's a hypocrite.
I mean,
He said, don't talk to me. Don't call me if you only want me to if you only need me when you need me. and you're not doing nothing that I tell you to do. Right. Oh Lord, if you look, brothers, you know, you have a one night stand with a woman that you know you don't want to have a life with, you know, and you
Please don't get me started on
you
that.
know, and you do that, you do that,
You gotta
and
make me stop listening to you. Don't get me started on that, the whole procreation thing, and it's all
Right.
her fault that she made me have the kids.
yeah, but that's how brothers be
You
saying,
ain't in
and
control
they
of your
pray.
penis. You
They
didn't-
pray
you
to
didn't
the
go
Lord and
sex
tell them to get
education.
them out of this situation. Please don't let her be pregnant. All this and that. But then you go off and do the same thing at the club the next time. You know, that's moving backwards.
Right.
Bring that out.
Cuz.
This is Luke 6:46. And why call ye me, Lord, Lord,
He said, why you calling upon me, Lord, Lord, please, Lord. Right, keep going.
and do not the things which I say?
Like
He
this.
said, and don't do the things that I say.
That's right.
You know, the Lord gonna start here. He gonna start ignoring people.
That's right.
I just told you how he's sitting up
Yeah,
there
he go, you know, you praying to the Lord to asking him to get you out this jail. He go, God, hear something?
Salakia,
Right.
I got a cousin that got shot up, and while he was on his deathbed, he was praying and doing all type of things, right? And the Lord healed him, and then he went back to doing whatever he wanted to do, selling drugs, doing
Damn.
all whatever, wicked. Right. So that's exactly what our people do.
Right, let me get Ecclesiastes 8:11. Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because a lot of people, they try to take advantage of the Most High. You can't take advantage of the Most High. He's not a lame.
He probably be like, what I say?
Exactly.
What they mean?
I'm not going to keep dealing with them. And they doing the exact opposite of what I'm telling them to do. Right? And some people, they feel like just because ain't nothing bad happen to them, they can keep doing the wrong that they do. You know, that's not the right way to think either. Right? Like that.
This is Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sentence against an evil work
Right?
is
Because your judgment against the evil work that you're doing, right?
That's the part right there. You sound like you're going right into it.
because the sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Right? Just because you didn't catch your judgment right then as soon as you did it, right? What they think.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right? It's fully set in them to do. Just because you got your whole
That's
pack off,
exactly right there.
just because you. So it said, just because sentence against an evil work, thank you. Thank you. If I it's all right, bro. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, is fully set in the heart of man to do what? What was that? 11. What happened?
It looks like he's at the top.
Oh, he was at 11. 8 and 11, yeah.
Yeah, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right, just because you didn't get judged right then and there for the wrong things that you're doing, people think that they can continue. Like, you can't keep doing people dirty, you know, just because ain't nothing happened to you. The Most High, He's taking note of everything that's going on, right?
Though a sinner do evil an 100 times,
Right?
and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him.
Right? It said, it shall surely be well, meaning for sure. It's going to for sure be well with those that fear God and keep the commandments than those that think that they got the ups on the Most High. You know, think that they can do whatever they want on a day-to-day basis and not live according to His ways. Because just because, you know, you smoke 100 cigarettes, you smoke 5 packs a day, and you ain't caught cancer yet, and it's been 20 years, that don't mean that something else ain't gonna happen to you. That the Lord don't have that judgment for defiling your temple all of these years. You know, so that's the way that our people gotta think. We gotta continue to have that fear of the Lord within us. Right? Because if you don't have that fear of the Lord, you basically a reprobate out here. You're moving crazy, and you really gotta check yourself, right? Let me get more on that. Bring it up.
But it shall not be well with the wicked.
You said what happened?
So that means along the lines of free will, because that's in there too.
Free will?
Yeah, they don't stick about their free will. They think just because they using their free will and it's not coming around to them right away, they're never going to have to see they're not going to have to make it.
I understand what you're saying, but like the way the Lord operates, the Lord is in control of everything.
Yeah.
So even when we doing wrong, the Lord has us doing it. You know, it says, man, let me get Proverbs 21:25.
Bring it out, up.
Right, when the Lord says, the Lord said he directs the steps of man. Right, so it was of the Lord's plan for you to walk down, what street we on? 53rd and Blackstone, you know, and for you to come across to hear this word today. You know, because the Lord has a plan for you. He probably wants you to come into the truth.
All
Have you ever
praise.
spoke to Israelites before? Hebrew Israelites?
Not necessarily Israelites, but it's not like y'all not saying nothing I've never heard before. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, fine.
This is Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord.
Right?
How can man then understand his own way?
Right, how can a man then understand his own way? Let me get Job 33 and 14. Because it's not our own way, right?
Right.
You wake up, you grab Cheerios off the top of the refrigerator, and you think you finna eat this bowl of Cheerios. The Lord had that directed for you already. You know, you wake up, you brush your teeth or check your phone or whatever. He had that directed for you already. You think you got your day planned out. But he had it written for you to do that. You know, for you to, you know, take this step, walk across the crosswalk, you know, or cut across the street and all that. He had all that directed, right? Bring that out. Job 33 and 14.
This is Job 33 and 14. For God speaketh once,
Right.
yet twice, yet man perceive it not.
Right, so God speaks once, yet twice, yet man perceive it not. We ignore the messages that the Lord gives us.
That's right.
Because if it was up to us, we'd never come into this truth. You know, people, brothers would probably be playing Xbox, probably be dealing with different women every day, twiddling in their fingers, doing whatever, they chasing dreams and all of that. You know, ain't no telling what brothers would be doing.
You know,
Right.
but I don't ignore saying because I know the saying gonna come from me.
Right. The signs come from the Lord. Right, you doing?
In a dream, in a vision of the night,
Right, it says in a dream, in a vision of the night, keep going.
when deep sleep falleth upon men,
Right,
and slumbering upon the bed.
right.
Then he openeth the ears of men,
Uh-huh.
and sealeth their instruction.
And seal up their instructions. He put a thought into your head to make you do something that he had planned for you the whole time. You wondering like, why I feel like going to the movies today. The Lord had you want to go to the movies today to watch this certain movie or whatever. Watch the end of the world. Yeah, watch the World Behind movie or whatever that's called.
Y'all watched it already?
Yeah, we watched it. Did you check it out?
I didn't watch it yet.
Oh, you gotta check that out. It's a good movie.
It's a lot of stuff in the Bible,
Right.
in Revelations, that is in the movie. So,
Yeah. So that's the times that we got to be gearing up for.
Yeah,
Because all those times that's gonna be. You ever heard art imitate life?
for sure.
Right. So art imitates life. So they basically tell you what's gonna come in the last days of America. And if you're keeping the commandment, let me get Ecclesiastes 8:5. The Lord said if we keep His commandments, we're not gonna go through those things. Not necessarily. Now, you might go through, you might scrape your knee or whatever, you know, but you're not gonna be in much trouble as everybody else that don't fear the Lord is. Right? Bring that out.
This is Ecclesiastes 8:5. Whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing.
Right? Whoso keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing. Was it more on that?
And a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment.
Right? So it'd be a wise thing to discern the times. To discern the times that we living in right now. You know, you see that, basically you see the Palestinian marches. You know, that's basically talking about race wars coming upon the earth. Because the Bible talks about race wars too. Right? You got what else going on in there? You got earthquakes in Puerto Rico, earthquakes in Haiti, you know, tsunamis and all these things happening in the earth.
it was 10,000 earthquakes.
Right.
A couple months ago, 2 months ago.
Right, volcanoes getting ready to erupt. All of these things are happening to show the signs of the times that the Lord is getting ready to make His visit and make the second exodus of the children of Israel. Right, we're going to go back to our homeland, our land right here. You know, some of us may be indigenous to this land, but that just means we've been here since we arrived here. Right, because we was here before the white man, you know, because we came here from another place. First, this place was the land where mankind never dwelt. And then you had the 10 tribes, which was Ephraim all the way down to, what is that, Zebulon at the bottom? Issachar at the bottom.
You also got to take into account a long time ago, land masses was connected.
Right, Pangea. Right, Pangea. Yep, they call it Pangea.
What's that verse? What's that verse that it says that them that like it was connected?
It's in Genesis. It's in Genesis. I know when the earth was divided, it said in those days the earth was divided. You'll have to look it up on the phone. You'll have to look it up on the phone. 5, okay, fine. What was I just talking about? So, you know, seeing the signs of the times, you know, that tell us what we need to be doing in these last days. And that's to fear God and keep his commandments. Let me get, while you're looking for that, let me get Job 5 and 9. I think that's right. Job 5 and 9. Might be 9 and 12. Or the 9 and 5, okay. I think it's in the fifth chapter. 5 and 5. Yeah, 19, my bad.
This is Job 5 and 19. He shall deliver 3 and 6.
This man is
Oh,
a murderer.
lucky.
You said what? What happened? That man at the top, he a murderer, right? Who is that? You know who that really is?
And he's just Jesus Borghese.
Caesar Borgia. Yeah, that's Caesar Borgia. Right, he was the son of Pope, what was it? Pope Alexander, I believe. Yeah.
Pope Alexander the Sixth, second son.
6 second son, right?
Pope Alexander the
Right,
Sixth.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, he's of the Borgia, and they try to tell us that's Jesus. That's the Jesus that they gave us.
They gave us him.
But we know that the picture at the bottom is a more realistic description of him. Right? But that's what we ought to believe, because we say, he that believe on me, as the scriptures say.
That man is a murderer.
Yeah, and he was gay. What they say, he had syphilis or something like that.
He had sex with his sister.
Yeah, he was having sex with it. It's all in the show.
The man and the man he was having sex with painted.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Painted the Mona Lisa and all that, right? Yep.
This is Job 5 and 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
Right.
Ye in 7 there shall no evil touch you.
Right, so those that are on the good side of the Most High, they're not going to feel no destruction. Right? It's going to be bombs coming out the sky. Buildings going to be falling on top of people. But the Lord said he shall deliver you in 6 troubles. And in 7, which make a completion, there shall no evil touch you.
That's right.
In famine he shall redeem thee from death.
Right, so it's going to be a famine in these last days as well. That's prophesied to happen.
Right.
And in war from the power of the sword.
And then war, we all know that the war is coming. You know, we know that World War III is coming. It's prophesied. We see it on the news, how they talk about Israel and Gaza. Then you got China and Taiwan. Then you got, right, you got Hamas threatening America. You got Russia and Ukraine. You know, all these, and all of these conflicts, you got one people on one side and one people on the other side. You know, it's calling for world war to happen. Right, and they gonna use war to try to stimulate the economy back, because America is, you know, at the bottom right there. America is in the dirt. Everybody hate America.
It's like it. You know it's about to be another war because even America is bringing out those nukes that they didn't use in the last war.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? They said they polished it.
Because everybody is tired of them being the tyrant over them.
Yeah, the whole earth.
Right, right.
Like,
And everybody
they
upping up
ain't
their
nothing to
guns.
nobody, but in reality, they do something to everybody.
Right, that's second Thessalonians. But yeah. So you said America, they got a lot of enemies. I ain't trying to spoil the movie for you, but they said that in the movie that, you know, America made a lot of enemies. They don't know who's doing all of this that's causing what's going on in the movie. You know, it could have been Iranians. It could have been, you know, the Chinese. They blame the Koreans. All of them. They don't know who it's coming from because America has so many enemies in these last days. You said America stabbed everybody in the back, right?
Come on.
They stabbed in the back the most. They did us dirty worse than anybody.
Well,
And
we,
that's why God has a plan for them.
we are the chosen ones who have been the chosen ones from the very beginning, but while they were doing us dirty, they were also doing everybody else dirty. You didn't hear what Putin said when they were going through everything with Trump and Putin?
Right.
He said, I really like black people, but the only thing I don't like about black people is they never stand up for themselves. It's too nice.
Right.
That's crazy. This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first.
Right, so we read this earlier, except they come a falling away first. And let's talk about the Israelites from their true nationality, their heritage. They will stop knowing who they are. Right, keep going.
And that the man of sin be revealed.
That's something that also has to happen. The man of sin has to be revealed. The person that wreaks the most havoc on the earth, the person that destroys everything he touches, has to be revealed. Somebody got to point him out.
So you know
We know who
who
it
that
is. Somebody got to point him out.
The person that calls everybody else savages.
Who you say it is?
White people.
Yeah, all praises. Bring it out.
He said it.
All
I'm
praises.
gonna give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh, and I'm passed to the next mighty and powerful
Disease
speaker.
on the
All praises.